Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. So I'm going to do another book review, and this is called Chasing Nikki. This is the first book of the Chasing a Nikki trilogy written by Lacey Weatherford. So I'm going to I'm going to give you information from Goodreads.com in regards to this book, and then we'll go from there. So a broken heart, a troubled past, an unexpected romance that changes everything. Will love and trust be enough to overcome the ultimate test? Chase Walker used to be a good kid, charming, athletic, and with a bright future ahead. But that was before travesty struck his life, sinking him into deep despair. Caught up in a world of drugs and alcohol, he doesn't notice time slipping away until he's arrested for underage drinking one night. Fed up with watching her son destroy his life, Chase's mom relocates him to live in a small ranching community with his ex-military grandfather. Chase is far from happy about the situation until he meets Nikki, the cute cheerleader who won't give football players like him the time of day. Chase enjoys a good challenge, and sets out to claim Nikki for his own. He soon discovers she's more than a pretty face. She's a bomb to his troubled spirit also. But when tragedy strikes Nikki's life too, suddenly Chase finds himself put to the ultimate test. Can he trust Nikki and all that she's taught him? Will it be enough? The genres where this book belongs to would be romance, young adult, contemporary, and it says new adult. I don't really agree with the new adult just because they are still in high school. I would consider that as young adult. I think until you reach 18, I really wouldn't consider you as new adult. But anyway, so this was published back in February 27, 2012. This was okay. I would say this was definitely worth a read. It's not my favorite. I didn't really read this again. I feel like it's a very different take on a trilogy. This is a first installment, and I would really suggest you go with the first book, second book, and third. I always do that, but this one I strongly do suggest you go with the order and not really go in a different order, just because it's going to ruin the whole, I believe, the momentum of what the author Lacey Weatherford has really tried to build up on. So it's a very strange kind of trilogy for me, and it does take you a different level to it. I don't want to do a lot of spoilers, but what I can tell you, like over here, what the synopsis is from Goodreads.com, is that Chase had a little bit of trouble. Then his mom, who is a single parent, relocates him to her grandparents' place, which is a ranching community, and he's pretty strict. So he has all of these new things shoved on his face that he's never had to do. And that's a big change, and I think that was really good for him, just because it really did help with, he was struggling with other things, and I don't want to go into that because it's going to be a spoiler. He meets Nikki, and Nikki is very straight-laced in a sense, not really the type of person that, as it said there, that she likes cheerleading, but she doesn't really date football players because football players usually coincide with drinking and drugs and like doing a lot of crazy things, and she doesn't want to be associated with that, and so she does avoid that. And if you've noticed already with the with what has already been provided, so I'm not really doing a lot of spoilers, which I really don't want to. They get to know each other, and he learns a different side of himself that he really didn't know was there, and learn a few things along the way that he wasn't thinking would be possible. And then a tragedy happened, and so there's another challenge for him, like a big challenge for him, because he was, kind of kind of teetering on, you know, something that he shouldn't be doing. I would say if you're into a lot of young adult novels or books or trilogies or series, this is definitely something you can pick up. From 1 out of 10 stars, I would give this a 6. Actually, I take that back. I give this a 5. It wasn't really that great for me. It was okay. And then, of course, it was a trilogy, and I'm the type of person that a lot of times I will still finish the series unless it's incredibly awful. It's not awful, but it wasn't like very exciting for me. It wasn't something that I'm excited about. I mean, the story doesn't have to be that exciting, but the story has to excite me. I give it 5 stars. I don't give it a thumbs up at all. It was okay. It's not something I want to read again. It's not something I would actually ever read again. So that's why I don't even give it a 1 thumbs up. When you do read this though, if you are able to enjoy and still be okay, and it's okay for you and your standard for the first book, I would recommend to still do the second and third, just because the third one I think really kind of encaptures the whole thing. I think this book should have just been a little bit longer maybe, or a 2-parter instead of a 3-parter. And a lot more condensed in a sense. I think this is just this book is just really drawn out to make 3 books instead of maybe 1 or 2. I don't believe it had that much substance to me. I try to not be as mean as I can, but I'm being honest here. For me, it's just like a lot more fluff than a lot more substance for me. Like it wasn't that good enough for me. So there you go. I don't know, I do enjoy young adult books, but if you have a different take in this particular book, the series, or anything, you want to converse with me about it, you don't agree with what I say, you agree with what I say, or anything you want to chit chat about, feel free to chat down below. I love conversing with you guys and talking about this particular book. So thank you guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell so you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Don't forget to expand the description box, because as much as possible, I always try to get coupons for you guys, discount codes, and other goodies like that. I also have my Twitter information, Instagram, Snapchat, and for business inquiries, I have my email there as well. Thank you guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.